What's up, viewers, subscribers, and agents alike? This your boy Light Lucifer Prince coming at y'all once again. Welcome to another video. Hope you enjoyed the last few videos I posted and so forth and so on. Thank you for all the new subscribers who've come to the channel, and particularly for all the people who have continuously watched me throughout the years. I thank you for your support, and let's get to it. Simple as that. I've always liked to keep it short, sweet, to the neat on my channel, and that's just the same way I just always do in my daily life. This is the way it is. Short, sweet, to the neat. So if you're watching this video around children, please remove them from your immediate vicinity because my videos are not for children. It's as simple as that. I do have a penchant to use selective language in my videos. It is what it is. That's just who I am. That's just who I will be. However, because YouTube has guidelines, it is what it is. I'll stick within those. So these are not for children. And this does not constitute legal advice, nor does it constitute anything anti-government. The sole purpose is for informational and educational purposes only. Just that simple. Now, in regards to a question someone asked me, and this is a question someone asked me who recently subscribed to my channel and who also watched me on TikTok Live, basically asked me about a method of unacceptable forms of payment from the IRS. And this is not constituting anything anti-government. I'm just a person who likes to read. Simple as this is just that they're not saying that they don't accept your payment. They're just not accepting it upon the pretensions on which you presented. An example, particularly, let's just say this. I'm going to use my own particular instances as examples, as I've always done, which I do not mind doing because I know a lot of people basically don't understand that a tree is known by its fruits. So I'm going to show you why it's an unacceptable form of payment and why you should pay close attention to Code of Federal Regulations. I had to lean down and pick up a piece of paper. So if you look at forms of payment in regards to outstanding tax debts, understand that it's all a tax matter, people. Okay? Let's just put it down in simplest terms. Simple notation for anyone who tries to expound upon this other than what it necessarily needs to be. If they say you owe taxes, one thing is you don't have a proof of claim that you owe taxes. But are we going to argue the amount? No, we're not. Because us is the population of people who endure this commercial atmosphere we live in called life. We're not going to dispute the amount. The one thing I want people to understand about when the IRS sends you any type of correspondence, there's two things that you need to understand that correlate one to another. Number one, the account is always sent in the positive. And number two, you are the creditor according to House Joint Resolution 192, passed June 5th, 1933. Which means that you need to use this particular public credit accordingly to public policy. Now, what am I saying? They're sending you an invitation for you to pay a deficit. Pay. But you're still operating upon the systems of credit and ledger as opposed to the Federal Reserve Board. All right? So they're sending it to you in the name of the trust. We get that. For many people who are above and beyond this. So they're sending it in the name of the trust. But they know that in order for them to gain access to this amount, they have to use the trust. We get that. But the trust is exempt from levy, okay? If you don't know what exempt from levy means, look up exempt from levy and look up trust. Look up taxation, and then you can put all the pieces of this puzzle together. So now they send you sent a statement, but people do not read, okay? People don't read, and this is why I'm trying to explain this to y'all before it goes right over so many people's heads, for you're looking for something deep that's very in your face. Now, because of reasons of this being my wife's personal information, I'm going to redact in real time. Okay? I'm going to redact in real time because it's private. But what people do not read, when they read certain stuff, they don't read exactly what things say. Little did my wife know, which I'm going to explain to you, the people in the populace, is that the IRS actually paid my wife $27,000. It says payment. It doesn't say payment due. It says payment. It doesn't say due by. It says payment. Right? So since it says payment, most people would look at the opposite side of the notice and it says amount due. This is what confuses you because it says payment on behalf of the IRS. Doesn't say due on the bottom half. This is what people have to understand. Overdue and payment on a ledger are not the same because the bottom would have read amount due. It's never saying the amount owed on the lower part. So this in and of itself is also telling you that it's continued on back. So for payment efforts, you have to understand that acceptable methods of payment for people who are getting this misconstrued within their cognitive dissonance, you have to use what's called House Joint Resolution 192 on a promissory note. This is a promissory note, people. People who followed me for years know I've been doing this. With the exact amount and the exact date construed. The amount and the date the instrument was created. The holder of the debt, as we can tell by evidence of the correspondence, is the Department of Treasury. You make out the note to the Treasury, 1500 Pennsylvania Avenue, for the exact amount. And this is the promissory note. But the thing is, when people look at the website and they see that it says unacceptable methods of payment, they look at subsection J, for those who follow the Code of Federal Regulations, you understand that they're going to tell you section J, they're going to tell you note. The reason why they do not accept it is because you do not fill it out for the actual special agent in charge, and you don't cite House Joint Resolution 192 on the promissory note. So when they send it back to you, that doesn't mean that it didn't work. It means that you did not cite the law according to the Internal Revenue Code, and in less than 8 fucking minutes. Try to tell people, alhamdulillah, for knowing what I know. But I just take my time and read. The average person would think that they're actually saying that she has to pay that amount. But the IRS actually said payment. They sent it to you in your name. The payment goes to you, which is exactly what's there. I would show you, but it's her personal information. I'm not going to divulge that online. But I will tell you that they actually paid her. Now, most people will look at this video and say, well, it says amount due by. Exactly. That's why you're sending the promissory note. Because what they're doing is they're sending a liability to you in hopes that you pay. But at the same token, House Joint Resolution means that this actual amount due is against public policy. So to clear that up for people who got that misunderstood, I hope that helps you. Simple as that. So they're saying amount due by a certain date. So since they're saying it's due by June 20th, this will actually go in before that exact date. But it's accepted for value on a promissory note. Promissory notes are considered negotiable instruments for people who fail to understand this. But now that I've told you, congratulations. You know the truth now. So, as I said before, anyone wants to email me, as I always do in all my videos for over the years, email me, serious inquiries only. I don't have time to waste. And my wife is doing this exact process herself, and I can guarantee you she doesn't owe them anything because we already have the evidence of record. $27,000 worth of debt just vanished and didn't pay a single dollar. And I try to tell people this all the time. You can get houses like this and so forth and so on. It's just that people don't understand exactly what you're supposed to do. Read first. See, y'all have itching ears. Most people out there in the world society, y'all have itching ears. Y'all hear what you can obtain, but you don't know what it takes to actually get it. That's the part that y'all missing. See, they can tell you cake tastes good based upon your experience of tasting cake, but will they ever tell you the recipe on how to bake it? No. To make it taste the way that you would like it. No, they don't. So otherwise, you just purchasing things that are similarities to what you prefer to your taste. You otherwise don't understand that you're buying something that you can put together yourself. This is why restaurants stay in business. But that's just my analysis on this. Real talk. My anal analysis. No diddy. But at the same token, I'm just saying, the truth be told. There it goes. They told you what the payment is. They told you what the amount due was. And it's your job to take the bill and turn it on its head. Simple as that. The amount due, you have the amount due. You send it in before the amount due. Bill paid. Simple as that. But I hope that simplified it for many people. But I have a day to attend. Please email me for consultations. Join me on Wednesdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays for my live feeds on TikTok. Inshallah, I'll be there. Inshallah, you'll be there. Here's what it is. Agents do not contact me. I do not consent whatsoever. It is what it is. I do not consent. I do not oblige. It is what it is. Peace, light, love. Y'all stay tuned. Take that tidbit of information. If you're in doubt, email me. 10-4. I'm out.